Just about set to go. And today's starter, Joe Ryan.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees.
2-0.
On the ground to third. Zips it across. Lindor retired. Here's the Mets lineup now. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone. I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
Well, that splitter out of the hand. It just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top. And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Next offering upstairs.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next offering away upstairs. 2 out, space is empty. And now 3-1. And that's too high, and it's ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting 4, the right
2 outs, runner at first. Starling Marte will hit next. Just off the inside edge. Ryan, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Mets leave 1. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Tylor Megill.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Edouard Julien, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. That one to first. takes it himself. One up, one down. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
And that's outside, and it's 1-1. 1 out, base is empty.
Ball 2.
Not close with that one. Now 3-1. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that is gone. And the Twins have the lead now. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time, and that is back, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Ty France, the next Twin up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. McGill, he's kind of interesting. You know, when you dig into the tendencies, he does a good job of limiting the hits, but the walks continue to be a problem. And there's a ball. Is it fair to say that a guy that sometimes will struggle with walks, that's the type of guy that is going to be inconsistent because the command isn't there?
Yeah, and you'll see that a lot with guys younger in their careers, that, you know, figuring out the command, figuring out the control, and understanding, you know, the difference between control and command. Control, I can throw strikes. Command says I can throw it where I want to in the strike zone.
2 out, space is empty. Now Correa up to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning. Max Scherzer's a good example of that. A guy in Detroit, it took him a while to figure out how to control, how to command, and now he throws it where he wants to pretty much all the time. Here's Trevor Larnach. That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0. Outside. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the lead runner puts on the brakes at second.
Batting 7, the catcher,
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Correa over at second. Larnach at first. 2 out of the inning. On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's outside, and it's 2-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer, and it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Target Field, second inning, set to go. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ryan back to work. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. And that one hammered. That's back. Solo homer. She crushes that one to right field. He sends it out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And there's the strike. For Joe Ryan, the journey's so interesting when you think of a guy who started his college career at Cal State Northridge and then ultimately transferred to a Division II school, Cal State Stanislaus. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets the catcher by a step.
The center fielder, Tyrone.
So singing a close play at first, worthy of another look with StatCast.
That was an absolute heater, and you just don't see that type of velocity coming across the diamond every day. Only the best infield arms in baseball reach 90 miles per hour, and he needed all of it to get that out. Bang, bang play.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. Right through there for a strike. Way outside, 1-1. On the corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Mets draw closer thanks to the home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back in Minnesota, bottom half of inning number 2. This is Willie Castro. And the
Ball,
first
that
pitch
pitch is
misses for ball one. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Little chopper rolls foul. Way upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
No, that slider was way out of the zone.
Batting
And
up,
for me, it
the
just
left
comes down to
fielder,
not
Harrison.
seeing the pitch out of the hand, not
Razor.
tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
So here's Bader now. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area, went to Horace Mann High School. That's down and in. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start
Now
the
batting,
frame, and that's now
second
3 in a
baseman,
row.
Edward.
Yeah, he's really settling in
Julian.
and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Julian
Nope.
takes a
Ball
ball as he stands in for the second time. Strike 1.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on, and
2
that's
balls,
outside.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Nothing doing here for the Twins as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Mets,
Top
the
half of the
second
third
baseman,
inning, and
Luis
stepping in
Angel
for New York,
Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed.
1-0.
Next
Hey.
offering is in for a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's outside. That one misses. Full count now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Jeffers puts it away, and there's one away.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Grounded out his first time up.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
This one in the air. Correa pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Juan Soto. Struck out swinging his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a ground ball. Correa sends it to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Twins 2 and the Mets 1. Set for the bottom of the third, and now for the Twins, Byron Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Wallner stands in now and watches strike 1. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And next for Minnesota, Ty France. Flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Two outs.
No, inside.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Ball 2.
And now 2-1. Pulls that one foul. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Marte moves under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there. 3 innings complete. It's the Twins 2 and the Mets 1. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. Fastball is
that ball went
outside.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And he swings through that
One ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Starling Marte up to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The Mets down by a run, top half of inning number 4. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Wallner pulls it down, and a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 9.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the
Brandon
Mets.
Nimmo.
He's already homered in this game. Nimmo goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. 2 down, nobody on. And there's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
2 outs. Right through there, got it. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Down in order go the Mets. And our score remains 2-1. Back at Target Field. And here comes Carlos Correa.
The third baseman, Carlos.
One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. That one misses, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Fouled off left side. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. In the air, right side. 1 away.
The designated hitter, number 9, Trevor.
So now here's the DH,
Larnach.
Trevor Larnach. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going
Now
to
batting,
punch himself.
the
That
catcher.
slider had hit me written all over it, and
Catcher.
clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Jeffers,
Ball 1.
the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Outside
That's ball
low.
2.
Yeah, that's ball 2. And another ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
Now batting, shortstop Willie.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And he pumps it a strike. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. In the air, center field. Taylor snags it, and that is that. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 2-1. Back in Minnesota, here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Ryan back to work. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And downstairs.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away. In the air, right field. Wallner makes the catch. 1 down.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
And here's the catcher, Luis Torrens. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a base hit. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. That one in there across the letters. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
For the
and now Bader up to the
left
plate.
fielder, Harrison Bader.
Slides, but he can't come up with it.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So the batting order turns over. Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Byron Buxton. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Golden opportunity right here. Smoked to the left, base hit. 1 run across. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And they lead by 3.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tylor Megill is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
the Mets with a new arm on the mound, Kodai Senga. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Senga.
One gone, runner at first. Ty France, the next to hit. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, you can get away a little bit with not being so accurate when you've got such a great arm and you get rid of it quickly, and that's what happened right there. He made up for the lack of accuracy with excellent velocity. Nice job with the catch and throw right there.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 4 and the Mets 1. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And that's in there for strike one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1.
Two balls, one strike.
That's a little bit low.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. On to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Number 22, Juan Soto.
And now it's Juan Soto. That's in there. That's strike one.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a swing and a miss.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
On the ground. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. A strikeout and a walk. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Twins 4 and the Mets 1. Back at Target Field, bottom of the 6th inning, and now for the Twins, Carlos Correa.
The third baseman, Carlos Correa.
Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one is off the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Trevor Larnach. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Man at second. He was late there. Strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Foul ball. And it's even up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Good eye in that spot. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open,
Now
walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
First and second, no outs. Now here is Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No balls, two strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. First and second here, no outs. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Willie Castro.
So 2 down now, and here is Willie Castro. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And that one in the air center field. That is the inning. One left for Minnesota as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Now pitching from
Welcome
the Twins.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Cole Sands.
Cole Sands.
Here's Starling Marte. The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Outside. And that's ball one. Sands in his third season, 27 years old, and he was a 5th round pick back in 2018. That's in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So now here's the Mets DH, Brandon Nimmo. He's already homered here in this one. That's outside. Ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 2. Activity in the bullpen. Danny Coulombe warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Jax, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back. Nobody out. Runner at first. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there. Had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else. Perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. It's through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First and second, 1 out. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. And that one is in for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball right sided, squirts through. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Back-to-back singles. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. And he takes a strike. That misses off the outside edge.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. Marte at third. Vientos on second. Torrens over at first with 1 away. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Cole Sands will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Chris Paddock on to pitch out of the pen here.
Number 20.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. 1 for 2.
Boog, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
And that drops in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Flips the corner, and the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
So the tying run at second. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
And in this big spot, here comes Francisco Lindor. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Twins 4 and the Mets 2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Mets.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
75.
Reed Garrett.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Garrett.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do
Leading
his
up
best to
for
keep the
the
score
Twins,
right
the
where
left
it is.
fielder, Harrison.
And now for the Twins, Harrison
Bader.
Bader. First
Nope.
pitch
That's
misses.
inside.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Now at the plate, Edouard Julien. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And a foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one
1-1.
missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance
The
you
center
want to
fielder,
flush.
number
He just
25,
hasn't looked very
Byron
comfortable up there. Just one of those days.
Buxton.
But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Ball 1 low. And that's outside.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Pickoff move to second. Bader
He's safe.
dives back. Bader, the runner at second with 1 away. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one fouled off. 2-2. just misses with that one.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
In the air, right field. Marte hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Wallner.
And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, Tom.
Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Ty France. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
0-2 now.
1 ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Twins 4 and the Mets 2. Back in Minnesota, Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And down on strikes he goes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's 1 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chris Paddack done for the day. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Griffin Jax.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Starling Marte. 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. And that one is gone. His second of the year. It's 4-4. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Popped up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark.
So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. All even now at 4 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Now
Danny
pitching
Young.
for New York, number 81, Danny Young.
Here's Carlos
Leading
Correa.
up for the Twins, the third baseman, Carlos Correa.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
The
Smash
designated
that one through
number
the infield
9,
for the knock. When it's hit that
Trevor.
hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Trevor Larnach getting ready to hit. Puts a bunt down, and that goes foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And it's strike 2.
Yeah, you can see he just kind of stabbed at that one instead of just keeping his hands soft and absorbing the baseball with the bat.
Tied at 4. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the
And now the Twins catcher,
Ryan
Brian Jeffers.
Jeffers.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And the sweeper is off the plate. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike
I
one.
got one ball,
No,
one
he's really
strike.
working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Willie Castro. 0 for 3 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball.
Counts 1-0.
In there at the knees, and the count even at 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Ball, that's just out.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That one at the knees for a strike. Good eye right there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 outs. And right back to the mound. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, still all square at 4 apiece. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Jacks back to work. And that's in the dirt. 1-0. There's the strike. To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone
And
Taylor.
stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And ball 1. That pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. Four in the 9th. That one
Well, that's off the
outside,
plate. Ball
and it's 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. All tied up here at the top of the 9th. Got him. Now 2 away.
The batter number 2.
And next for the Mets, Luis Angel Acuna.
Now, this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. And that one is in the dirt. 1-2 to count.
Ball, that's outside.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. And we are tied 4-4. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Ryan Stanek.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 55, Ryan Stanek.
Here's the left
Leading
fielder,
up for
Harrison
the Twins,
Bader.
the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
That one in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Moving in the bullpen, Edwin Diaz. The closer is getting loose. Minter also throwing. Tied at 4. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. That to right. Squeezes it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Edward
Julien, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Oh, that's out.
Next pitch is outside.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 2-2 on the way. Got him swinging.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days.
The
So
center
many
fielder,
guys
number
throwing in the
25,
upper 90s,
Byron
and you see the velocity on that
Buxton.
one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And now it's going to be Byron Buxton. Outside low, ball 1. Trying to send this to extra innings. In there at the knees.
Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. To third, Vientos. Throws to first. That takes care of Buxton. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Twins are set down 1-2-3. This game's all tied at 4.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Twins,
and here comes the
Number
closer,
59.
Yohan Duran.
John Duran.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. That one way outside. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. That's in there. And it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Danny Coulombe up and throwing. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Tap foul at the plate.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Pitch misses, and the count 1 and 2. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Here in the top half of the 10th. Outside with a breaking ball. Stays alive. Good job to fight that one off. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive
the
it.
batter, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And here is Pete Alonso. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
The right fielder, number 6,
Starling Marte digs in now.
Marte.
Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one at triple digits.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it is 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. And the next pitch is way outside. Brandon Nimmo would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Next is the designated hitter, Brandon Nimmo. First offering, and it just misses.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Bottom of the inning, and now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
Oh, wow, that was so close to ending this one. Man, just bent into foul territory at the last second. I'm telling you, it can be tough to refocus and get back into the rest of this at bat, but he's got to find a way to do it right here.
Ball, that's low.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Man at second. That misses the zone. 2-2. And there's a ball. Ty France in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In there, sets him down on strikes. Went back to the fastball, and it was
Now
effective.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Ty France now at the plate. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. Off the plate inside, and that is ball one. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
1-1.
The winning run on second base. Right through there for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
The third baseman, number 4,
Carlos
Correa.
Correa, the next twin up to hit. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off down the right side. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching from
Welcome
the Twins,
back, and on the mound to start the 11th inning,
Number
Danny
54.
Coulombe.
Danny Tulo.
Go ahead run on base. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And that one fouled off. This one lifted in the air, left field. Bader brings it in, and there's one away. Substitution now at second base. Pinch running here, Jose Siri. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Torrens will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're here in the top half of the 11th. This one in the air. Hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit.
The center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And that drops in for a strike. Hit in the air, right field. Wallner coming on. And he'll play it on a bounce. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knock. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
And now, Luis Angel Acuna. That clips the corner. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. Taylor off of first with two away. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Wallner makes the catch, and that'll do it. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Now pitching.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan,
Edwin
more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now here is Trevor Larnach.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, in this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
Just missed. So the tying run at second, falling behind 2-1. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Ryan Jeffers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one
Now
for the closer. I mean, you
catcher,
get that punch
Ryan.
out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Willie Castro.
The Twins down to their final out. Willie Castro digs in now, trying to deliver as the hero. Up and in, ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That misses. Ball 2. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.